So we've got the Valkyrie stroke Vendetta sprue from the Skies of Fire box set. I'm going to be putting together a Vendetta. So, having a quick look at it, you can see the level of detail on it. You've got engine pieces, you've got a variety of weapons. You can make two Vendettas or two Valkyries with the various loadouts, though not missiles, from this sprue. If you do want to use missiles, you've probably got to have got some from your big pile of all the missiles you didn't use in all the other kits you built. I like the look of it. There seem to be a lot of details and panel lines for you to come back and paint later. So I'm going to come back in a minute with the bits cleaned off and ready to assemble. So I've got all the pieces separated from the sprue and cleaned of flash, and I'm getting ready to assemble them. So I'm actually going to assemble things slightly out of order, and I'm doing so to make it easier. So we've got the wing guns, which are here, which really do need to be put on before you put the wings on. And why are we doing this? We're doing it to make it significantly easier to put them on. Because even though you've only got to get one on each wing, it's not like the Lightnings where you got 3 slots. It is so much easier when the wings aren't attached to the fuselage. So, one. And I'll be doing the same with one other thing as well, a little later on. There we go. So while those are drying, we test fit this. That's going to fit pretty much exactly. So bang, on that goes. So this is actually a really nice kit. It looks a bit like a Russian Hind helicopter. If it looked more like a Russian Hind helicopter, that would be even better. But it doesn't. And while I've seen full-scale Valkyries converted to Hinds, or more Hind-like aircraft, that's not something that I would jump to do in this scale. So the pieces so far all go really easily together. To the point where this is de facto a sub-assembly. That's going to clip into here. So you're going to test fit it first, then pop it out, get some glue down, like so. And this is where we start doing things out of order, because it's going to be quite a bit harder to get these things on the side of the nose on when everything else is in the way. So what we're going to do is, you can see how small this piece is. Now imagine doing this with the wings in. Do this now, rather than at the end. And since I'm doing that, I may as well pop these on. It's not as fiddly to get these in. assembled. But you know what, it doesn't hurt. And the other thing is, very suddenly you are that much closer to the finished aircraft. So there we go. Suddenly, we've got far fewer pieces to put together. So this is going to go with this, and they're going to go together like that. So you can see there exactly how they're going to fit. So you want a bit of glue along this side here, and then along there, and then along here. Then we're ready to pop this on the side. We're being quite careful in how we apply the glue on this brush. We don't want it to be too heavy. We just got to get this tail piece in. And then we've literally only got 2 more pieces to put on, and those go on the wings. One. So, this is a more complicated kit than the Lightning, but it's nowhere near as complicated as the Marauders 2. And there's the Vendetta. So, we compare that to the Valkyrie, which I've already built. So I'm going to end up with 2 each of these and a couple of Punishers, and I'll then be able to put together a 125 point Imperial Guard force and also have all the options I want for transports. So the kit goes together easily and is quite well designed. It is quite a big kit, let's compare it to Dakajet, Marauder, it's bigger than a Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt's pretty big planes. It's not a hard kit to put together, it's very detailed, you've got all the options you need on there, and I would highly recommend it. For an Imperial Navy player you want at least a couple of these, because they provide you with transport options you otherwise have to use a Marauder destroyer for, or if you're being insane, an Arvus lighter. I like them, they're good models, it's great they were in the starter set. I would highly recommend them to AI Imperial players. If you've liked this video, hit like and subscribe. If you want to chat, leave a comment below, but otherwise, good gaming.